Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. Just thought I'd pop on here, have a little chat. You may have noticed that my October budget did not get put up. And if you watch this, you might be wondering why. You might not be, but I'll fill you in anyway, because that's the kind of person I am. Originally, I was just going to delay it for a few days in the hope that I could sort out my banking stuff before I made it. Because right now, I haven't actually sent any money home to the UK. So the second half of my budget in terms of my pension, my savings, my sinking funds, all of that can't currently be done because I haven't sent any money home. Now, I was hoping that the combination of my secondary income, my YouTube payment, and a refund I was hoping to get from HMRC might cover it enough to do the basics and then just not put anything in sinking funds. But unfortunately, the timeline hasn't worked out. Actually, I think I hadn't planned to do anything today, so I was like, oh, I'll have a sit down. I might do another react later, what have you. I went for an injection yesterday, just a flu shot. I wanted to get some other vaccines, but at the moment it's a little difficult, so I'll get into it. But she said I might feel a bit meh today, so I didn't want to plan anything to do just in case I felt bad. But I don't usually react poorly to shots, so it was just a case of waking up and finding out, you know? I'm getting my stuff a bit mixed up, so let's go back. So I haven't done my budget because I'm off this week, and which meant that I could actually go to my bank and start the process of shutting down my account. Because I've filled you in on this channel about the mess that Sohar Bank have been. So I went in person up to Sohar because they're only open between 8 and 2, and getting time off work can be difficult because obviously I have to get cover because I'm teaching. And they were like, okay, they took my request, and then they said, okay, no, we've sent an email to head office because we have to ask permission. 1 to 2 days, inshallah, and then you can come back. And I'm just like, that's the start of the process, you know? I didn't expect any better, but do you have to live up to those expectations so frequently? So that's dragged on a little bit. I did get the direct number of the person who dealt with me in the bank though, like her desk number, so that I don't have to call the help line if I don't get a phone call. So I'm really hoping we can sort that out this week because it's a multi-step process. I didn't realize they needed to email first, why they couldn't have done that over the phone, but they need to phone. Then I go in and I start the actual process of signing the forms and getting the stuff ready and closing it. And I have to request a NOC, which is, not a NOC, what's it called? Oh, it is a NOC, no objection certificate. So basically, in this country and in the other countries I've been in as well, when you close an account with a bank, before you can either leave the country, which is what most people do, or change bank account, you have to produce a certificate to say, I owe no debt. The bank I'm leaving has no objection to me leaving. So I can't get that until this part of the process is done, which is, you know, just another step, and it means me going back again to pick it up and all of that, which is kind of annoying. But I have my new bank account. I can't pay my salary into my new bank account until I have that notice saying I am debt-free in the other bank. So right now, the school can't pay my salary in because it's illegal for them to do so unless I provide them with this certificate. Call me cynical. I've got a feeling this is not going to get fixed during the time of our holiday, but I can only do what I can do, you know? The lady did say one interesting thing, like she was perfectly nice. As I complain about this bank, all of the complaints I have about the bank are about the processes. The people who have dealt with me have always been very polite and very nice, yeah? But the lady said something. So when I got the credit card, because I knew I was cancelling it, I never activated the card. And she said when I was sitting there, and again, I don't trust anyone's information as far as I can throw it, but she said that because I'd never activated it, I might not have to have the money put on hold because I've never spent it. It's been impossible for me to spend on it. So if that's the case, I'll be a little annoyed that I'm hearing about it now instead of 2 months ago when I could have cancelled, but I'll be more annoyed to give them 2,000 of my shiny British pounds for 60 days, so, you know. So I am hoping that that's the case and I don't end up having to have the money put on hold, but because I don't trust them, I'm keeping the money in my account for now, in case they say, no, that's procedure, which is generally my experience in the Middle East. So in terms of my budget, I am sticking with my usual monthly expenses here, but I'm just afraid to send anything back. You know, like if I send it back, I don't have it here and this gets drawn out another month. I just want it done. If I'm able to get it sorted and actually send the money home, I'll give you an update then. But for now, the budget setup at least just has to be delayed. So that was my first bit of adulting yesterday. My second bit of adulting was trying to get some shots. So when you travel, there are certain shots they recommend you have. And that included, like, years and years ago, I got like a Hep A, Hep B, typhoid. I wanted a flu shot because I do work as a teacher and kids are full of germs, you know? I've actually been, knock wood, I've been very, very lucky this year. I think it's because I'm sleeping better. My schedule has been a lot more regular. So even though I'm not really changing other things, my schedule for sleep has been a lot better. And I think your immune system renews when you sleep, doesn't it? I think biologically speaking, that's what happens. I might be misremembering that. But my sleep schedule has always been uniformly awful. So to be on a regular one now has been a bit strange. But I'm trying to keep an eye on it, trying to keep it in good habits that way, because being tired all the time doesn't help my life at all, and work's been quite stressful this year, so, you know, just give myself a fighting chance. But I went and got a flu shot, and that's why she was like, okay, you know, tomorrow you might feel a bit meh. But I asked them about the Hep A, Hep B, and they have Hep B vaccine available in the hospital I went to, but they don't have Hep A. They suggested I call another hospital. I haven't done so yet, I'll have to do that today. But there's a chance that it just won't be available, which kind of sucks. I'm not entirely sure what to do. They did say before they give me the Hep B, they just do a blood test to make sure of my antibody levels, because if I've already got the antibodies, I don't need a booster. So I may end up just booking that and getting that done anyway, and then seeing if I can find the vaccine if I need it. So that'll be something to try and take care of this week. If I do need it and I can't get the typhoid or the Hep A, I think it was Hep A, then I'm just gonna have to try and organize that next time I'm out of country, but that will kind of suck. The last thing I have to do, when I said I was hoping a refund would come through, I accidentally overpaid HMRC when I was filling in the gaps in my national insurance. I think I thought I hadn't paid 1 year when I actually had. So I sent 3 payments totaling the amount for 1 year. And they wrote to me a couple of months ago and were like, hey there, we've got some of your money. We didn't request any of this money. We don't understand why we have this money. Could you call us? And I called them and they said, okay, yeah, no, we understand. We'll refund it. And the woman was guessing when she said it. She said, I don't know, maybe a month. But it's been a couple of months since then. I think that was in August. Well, I checked my Skype and it was August 20 something that I called them. So I just want to ring them and say, hey, it's been a couple of months. I just want to check that there's been no problems. If it's a case of waiting longer, I can wait longer, but I just want to check it has been processed and that it's not missing somewhere. But I've sort of been putting that off because it's always an hour wait on the phone or more. So I don't really want to do it, but I'm feeling okay today. I might just suck it up and after I turn the camera off, just make the call, have it done, do the adulting, live my life, you know? So that's where I am today. Quite a short video. I might end up doing another react because I noticed we had been updated when I woke up this morning, but pretty chill. I do have work to do this week, unfortunately, but it's better to get it done and set myself up well for the upcoming unit and the upcoming term, because I'm gonna have less time to sort myself out later. So I gave myself a few chill days and now I've got to just sort of get back to work. So I'll probably start that one tomorrow. Other than that, how is everybody doing? Let me know down in the comments. I hope all is well. Can you believe how fast the last month or two has gone? It's been insane. Because now I'm like, we have a couple of birthdays in October in my family. And generally, I know Christmas has been encroaching further and further down. And there's one part of my brain that's like, you have as much Christmas as you want, especially the last few years when it's been like pandemic. Like, you have the things that make you happy. You want Christmas in October, get Christmas in October. But the other part of me is like, because we have, obviously America and Canada have Thanksgiving, and so it's all kind of mixed in with there in terms of when the Christmas season starts. In England, we have Halloween, and then on the 5th of November, we have Bonfire Night, Guy Fawkes Night. And then after that tends to be, okay, the Christmas run-up, you know? But I cannot believe how close we are getting. I feel like September, October just went poof, and now I don't know where I am. I don't currently have plans to travel in December. It's going to be a little bit difficult, especially as I thought that the bank was going to take $2,000 from me and I just didn't have the money otherwise. We'll see. If they don't end up taking the money, I might, but I'm not sure at the moment. I might just end up not for the minute and then look at another time of year next year, because I've taken a couple of trips this year, and traveling at Christmas is usually uniformly terrible because all the public transport is overloaded and they tend to pick holidays to strike, and the times are irregular anyway. Public transport is available in the UK and I appreciate it when it is, but it does tend to have problems on public holidays. So anyway, I'm gonna leave you there and I will see what I end up doing. I'll update you when I decide, and I guess I'll update you once the bank comes through and I know the details, in as much as I trust them to stick to them anyway. But I'm really just, fingers crossed, really hoping that I can get this sorted this week. Hoping but not hopeful. But hoping nonetheless, because I just don't have time to be missing work. Can't be done with that nonsense. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.